How's it going, everybody? So today I'm going to be changing up the format of the videos. And yes, my name's still Chris. If you're new here, yes, I'm still here to help you find your happiness. But I want to start changing the format of the videos to a little bit more conversation-like. I know that most of the videos have been just me kind of like spouting off all these things that I've learned, and I've been so excited to share these things with you because of the fact that I've done so much healing in the last year and a half that it's astronomical. It's almost surreal to think about where I was a year and a half ago. And even people that knew me a year ago, people who knew me 8 months ago, see the amount of work that I've done even between that time and now, and it's even more exponential from the growth that I had in the first 6 to 8 months. And so one of the things that I kind of wanted to get away from, like this preaching to the choir people, because a lot of you guys already kind of know a lot of this stuff out there, but I still want to just have more real conversations about life, and because I know that there's a lot of things that happen throughout life that just kind of chip away at us. And even for me, like right now, like I've been able to do so, like I mentioned earlier, so much healing that I live my life in such a space of inner peace and a space of inner happiness that I wish that everybody out there watching this video could achieve that same level that I'm at right now, or even more. And one of the things that I'm here to tell you is that it is possible. It really is. And I know that because I've been on the other side. I've been in that really dark place, and I've been there to where, like, man, like I didn't think I was ever going to get out of it. And so I guess that's why the format of the videos in the past have just been so much just like excitement and just kind of like this rah-rah kind of way of speaking to you. But I guess I was watching some of my videos from the very beginning and to now, and I see the progression. I can even see it in myself, how much I've progressed. And so through that, I just really want to start sharing more of my everyday life experiences and what are going on and how I'm overcoming just like the day-to-day things. And hopefully that if you go back and watch some of my videos, if you're new to the channel and you haven't seen any of those already, hopefully you can start to grasp some of the concepts that really help me heal. And today I wanted to share one that I saw on a video yesterday. It was a TED Talk, and I can't remember the gentleman's name, but he was an atheist, and he said that unless it was scientifically proven, he didn't believe it. He was like one of those guys, unless I can see it, unless it can be proven by science, I don't believe it. So all the woo-woo stuff was something that he never even would entertain because there was no science behind it. Well, now that there's starting to be more science behind it, he started to really, listen to his friends that were giving him advice. And one of the things that he said that stood out like a whole bunch to me was there's two questions that you can ask yourself, and hopefully I can remember these correctly, that you can ask yourself to eliminate negative thinking. And the first question is, what value do these thoughts have? Okay. And the second question is, how are those thoughts behaving? And so he started to break it down in the value of the thoughts. And that was something that really resonated with me, because I get that, because when we're in this incessant voice and that negative thinking kicks in, what value do we really get from that way of thinking? And aside from going through it like one time, because that's what I do, I allow at least my ego to tell me what's going on and what's bothering it. That way I can at least get some value from that. And so when you ask yourself, what value do these thoughts have? Then you can start to break them down, and then you can ask yourself, well, how are these thoughts behaving? Like, how are they making me behave? And so if those thoughts are making you behave in a detrimental manner to your happiness and your well-being, then obviously the value of those thoughts isn't there. It's being diminished. So how can we break down the value of thoughts? Well, the way that I do it is I ask my ego, so when I start to get up in like whatever emotion that it is that I don't like, I allow myself, okay, so I pinpoint that first thought that came in, and I go through the progression of thoughts. And I've made a video on this before. And so But once I go through that first, once it cycles back up to the beginning, that's where I really stop. And I don't allow myself to continue in that incessant cycle. And yes, that took some practice. But I think the reason I wanted to share these two questions with you, what value do those thoughts have and how are they behaving, is because it makes it so much easier for us to stop that voice just by asking ourselves those simple questions. So obviously when you start to get in a mode where you're depressed or you're anxious or fearful or whatever that may be, you can ask yourself, what value do my thoughts have right now? And the value, there is value in those thoughts if you're willing to move on them in a constructive manner. And I also did another video on that too. So if you haven't seen my past videos, please go back and watch them. You'll see how I was able to get to such an incredible place of healing that, I mean, that's the whole reason I started the channel. It was to be able to get people like yourself that are watching this right now to see in the flesh that I don't care what you've gone through. I don't care if you've had family members die. I don't care if you've had friends die. Hold on, let me rephrase that. It's not that I don't care. I do care. But it's just what I'm trying to get at is I've held the hand of a family member as they breathed their last breath. I gave a friend CPR as he passed away when I couldn't do anything to revive him. I've been homeless. I've been addicted to drugs. I've got divorced. My business partner embezzled money, tanked my business. I can go on and on with all of these things that I've been through. And I don't like to talk about them, but the reason that I bring them up right now is that I want you to see that even through all of those things, and that's just the scratching the surface of the things that I've been through. And even though I experienced all of those things that just brought me down into this downward spiral, I was able to figure out how to break free of that. And the way that I did it was not relying on other people for my happiness. That was probably the first biggest thing that I did that really, really helped me out. And the second thing I would say was that I stopped looking for answers externally. I stopped looking for people to answer to why they weren't doing something that I didn't like, and what I started doing is, instead of focusing on them and what they weren't doing that I didn't like, I started to focus in on what I was doing that I didn't like. And what I was doing is I was allowing myself to get feed into and be fed by the frustration and anger, and that was just not the right way to do it. And yeah, of course, hindsight's 2020, but one of the things that I didn't have that I'm hoping to be for you is that person that understands exactly where you are or where you think you might be going. And through that understanding, I can prove to you, you can see me, just go back and look at my videos. And I'm not trying to push my videos. I'm just trying to tell you that the amount of happiness that I experience right now is the same as I did when I was a kid. And even even more so, because now I'm so much more aware of everything. When you're a kid, you're just kind of out there and you're taking it all in, but now I'm taking it all in and understanding why everything happens. So regardless of whether I'm experiencing something that's going up or something that's going down, I can understand that it's my choice to experience that in the manner that I want. And man, I just want all of you out there to get to that same place. I really do. And so I guess this video here is kind of the format that I want to start moving forward with, because I think it's a little bit more real. I don't feel like I'm just trying to push a message on you, which I want to start to share with you the realness of life and the realness of inner peace and inner happiness that I know for a fact that you can receive, because I've received it myself. And had I not started to do all the things that I did, I wouldn't have been able to. But I can tell you that if I had someone like myself who was telling you that it is possible, who knows because he's experienced those things that you've been through, that it's possible to come out on the other side in a much better place than you even were when you first started, I think that would have helped me tremendously. And so that's what I want to offer out to everybody out there right now. If you're having a hard time figuring out like where to get started, why you can't, whatever it may be, just please reach out to me. Go ahead and leave me some notes in the comments. Give me what it is that you're struggling with. I reply to all the comments that people send in. Every single one I reply to. So if there's something that you're struggling with, please go ahead and put it in the comments. I'll be more than happy to reach out to you. And if you'd like, you can reach out to me in a private message. You can reach out to me on my Vibe Tribe Facebook page. I'll put links in the description below for that. You can reach out to me in Facebook directly. But, you know, I just want to make sure that you understand that whatever it is that you're experiencing right now, if you're willing to start to take baby steps towards the things that you really dream of and desire, and let go of the things that no longer serve you, such as those negative thoughts that we talked about earlier. And I want you to remember that the way that you do that is asking yourself, do these thoughts have value? And how are those thoughts making me behave? Right? So what is the value of the thoughts, and how are they behaving? And so therefore, I really hope that, again, that you like this video. Give me the thumbs up if you want to. Aside from that, click the subscribe button if you haven't already. And, you know, like I say in all my other videos, and I'm going to continue to say in these videos, is please share this video with somebody who you think might benefit from it. Because it's so true that we never know when the right words from the right person are going to hit somebody at the right time and help them find their happiness. All right, everybody. Until next time, I'm wishing you all the most healing and the most happiness that you've ever experienced in your entire life. And with that said, I'll see you next time. Peace.